Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Dronebee Daily. And where to start? I guess for starters, we had some really good packs this morning, guys. I'm not sure if you saw them in time, if they're gone for good, if they'll be back or not, but there were some Oracle Temple Lifetime Boost packs, and they were pretty ridiculous. There was one that came with the 150% assault health, 450% armor assault, and 200% armor attack in one pack, guys. That was one pack. There is another pack, the best pack I've ever seen in the game. It came with the 120 HP, the 360 armor, and the 150 troop attack lifetime. That applies to all your marches, all your troops, whether they're attacking the crystal, defending, city assaults. It applied to everything, guys. So I hope you guys are able to get that. I hope it'll be back. I don't like to encourage people to get any packs, but that was one pack that was absolutely worth it if you got it. I can't imagine a better pack. I mean, well, I can. I can imagine a better pack, but I'm not going to lie though, guys, it broke my heart a little bit when I saw that pack, because I already had these three unlocked, and what it took to unlock these three, I can't even begin to tell you guys. It was my pride and joy that I had these three unlocked, because I figured probably nobody else in the realm had them unlocked. Maybe one person, but really you had to be kind of psychotic to unlock all three like me. And so they were my pride and joy. I always could tell myself, at least I know I have these three upgrades that most people don't have. So if I'm taking the crystal, I know I have that advantage. But now I don't know. It's just the fact that that pack was around for any length of time tells me that there's probably quite a bit of people that got it, because people know how good it was, I think. So yeah, my heart sank a little bit. You know, that's just me being selfish and wanting to hoard all the buffs I could get myself. But you know, I try not to feel too bad about it, because any purchase you guys make on this game, you know, it's kind of just a temporary advantage, right? Like any length of time, the packs, we know they get better and better with time. So I figured eventually everybody would have these unlocks. I didn't think it would come in one pack, though. I will say I never would have thought that they'd have a pack that good. So that's my heart sank, but I'm over it now, guys. I had all day to kind of think about it, and I do worry though with packs like that. You know, you think about it, that's a lot of armor, a lot of attack, and a lot of HP. I do begin to worry about free-to-play players, or players who aren't spending money weekly, or who weren't prepared for a pack like this. You know, most people don't just have $100 sitting waiting to spend on a video game. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I can't speak for most people, but you know, dropping $100 on a video game, that you should have to think about it for a little bit, right? And yeah, so I'm curious, guys, if there's any free-to-play players out there, let me know how you guys are doing. Are you able to at all do anything in the game the past month? Like, are these new features just kind of overwhelming that a free-to-play player can't really withstand attacks from people anymore? I'm curious. I might just be, you know, I'm just kind of putting these numbers together. It's like between these three upgrades in one pack, if somebody got two packs, if they got these three and then the city assault packs, and let's say they're kind of, let's say they're a little crazy, a little megalomaniac type, you know those types, they could do some serious damage if they wanted. Like, you could go rogue with just two packs and wipe out. I'm guessing between these two packs, wow, you could do some serious hurting on people. So I'm curious, free-to-play player guys out there, how are you guys doing? Are you able to stay competitive? Do you have to bubble every day, constantly? Do you even still play? I'm just curious. I'm trying to get a sense for this. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to move on. Look out for those Oracle Temple packs, because if they come back and you didn't get it, it's worth thinking about. Not going to lie. I don't want to push packs on people, but that's one. That's probably, if you only get one pack, that's the one I would get if I didn't already have them unlocked. In other news, guys, we've got 2 new events, a Neutral Realm event, which is Magitek, and then we've also got this Mayhem event, which is, you know, your kind of standard collect the sigils, and you do that by completing the events. We've seen those before. Looking at this realm, we've got a new look on the Magitek empires. They kind of have a new, they don't look like a normal empire that's purple. Now they look very unique, right? Clicking on them, I see here that's a Magitek teleport, and I want to say these are regular teleports, and then that's the weapon. So I'm not sure if they're drops. I'm going to find that out here in a minute for you guys. But you know, it's kind of cool. They're actually displaying what's in each empire without having to scout it, which is nice. So I'm going to teleport in and attack a level 40 here pretty soon, or maybe just a 30. Yeah, I'll go for a 40 for you guys. We'll see how it goes. I'll have to find one. Oh, and I was also wanting to talk about some recent crystal battles I had. I was hoping to go over the battle reports for you guys so you can, you know, just kind of get a sense for what I look at when taking the crystal and looking at battle reports and everything. So, first thing I'll say, I had no intention of taking the crystal here. It wasn't until I scouted it and I realized, oh, I can take the crystal real quick. There was an opening for me to take it, and I figured I had to take it while it was there, or else I wouldn't be able to take the crystal. The realm just opened up, and here's the scout report I did. I saw they had 190 or 189,000, but if you look, absolutely no guardians of any kind. And I knew if I was going to take the crystal, I had to send a solo march. I didn't have time to play around and wait for a rally and give them a chance to reinforce this crystal further. So I sped in a solo march, and I won. I sent 4,000 crowns and then the best of everything else I had, and it was enough to get the job done. Pretty much just because they didn't have crowns cards, I knew I could take it. I did pop a march size increase though, so I had that going for me, and I quickly reinforced it with, well, I just maxed out my capacity. One other person helped me out, and to reinforce it, guys, oh, actually I can't show you guys completely, but I put every guardian I had in there, which was 10,000, and then all the tier 5 troops I had, like the tier 5 samurais, all the samurais and all the Magitek troops I had, and then all my frigates. And yeah, so, and then luckily we had another member teleport in and reinforced it with you know, all kinds of good samurais. So we had it pretty well stacked, and when they rallied, when their ship was on the way, I could see the troop composition of it, and I knew, okay, they're sending about 10,000 Crowns Guardians and tons of frigates. So I popped all my boosts right before it hit, and I was able to win it. A lot of it was luck. If you can see here, well, I shouldn't say luck, but I'll get into why I won. If you can see here, they had a level 85 hero, so their hero was better than mine. They also had a one of the awesome jackpot monsters that buffs their troops. You know, the St. Patrick's jackpot, so it buffs their troops. I want to say that's the 300% attack one. Let me confirm that. Be kind of embarrassing if I'm wrong there. Let's see, St. Patrick's jackpot. That was this one. So 250% troop attack. So they had a monster advantage. Pretty good monster advantage. Good hero advantage. And even I would say they have had a troop composition advantage too. I guess that was it. But the advantages I had was my hero gear. I have all gold Arbiter hero gear and then 3 Magitek items. The Magitek Alpha accessory, boots, and helmet. And I also have pretty good, pretty much the crafting research section maxed for my gear too. Outside of that, I don't have the 4th level gems, but I have pretty much the gear maxed. So I had a sizable gear advantage, and that was pretty much what did it. I did have troop buff advantage, and the first thing I did when I took the crystal is I gave the debuff, the HP debuffs, to everyone that I knew had guardians, which our guild split in half about a week ago, so I was familiar with everybody trying to take the crystal because they were in my guild 2 weeks ago. So I knew exactly who had the guardians. So a little twisted on my part to debuff them, especially since I like all these people. But you know, I was testing out some tactics, and that was one of the tactics. You've got to use all the advantages you can, and HP debuff, even if it's only 10%, it adds up over, you know, big armies. So I did that, and the other advantage I had, well, at the time, these Oracle buffs were my advantage, but probably from here on out, not so much anymore. And also my title advantage. And I had a troop number advantage, but their troops were actually better. If you look at what they sent, I mean, you know, it's all good stuff. Really, I think it all came down to gear mostly. I don't think the troop number helped me out too much because you know, they were sending good troops at me. So I'm sure that made up for the difference in troop number. But yeah, so with my Magitek gear, I had tons of frigates. I want to say I had 20,000 frigates in there, and I was able to knock out all their guardians and then eat into their frigates. So that's really what made the difference here. They were maybe just like 5,000 guardians away, or maybe even less than that, maybe 3,000 more guardians, and it would have been, you know, a little closer. They also didn't have a max rally, so I won that one, no problem. They rallied me again, and once I saw this marcher on the way, oh, they tried hitting me before the rally to take out a bunch of my guardians. At this point, we had added more guardians in there, and you know, they took out quite a bit actually. But it wasn't enough. They rallied me again. This time, I think we ate all their Crown's guardians. We ate a lot of them last week. We've had weeks of epic crystal battles, so the whole realm's pretty much out of guardians at this point. We've got a couple people in my guild with them, but we don't have many left. So for this, I saw in the rally report, like in the incoming march section, you can see what troops are coming at you. And I saw they didn't have any Crown's Guardians. And one of the big advantages you have as a defender is time before the rally hits. You can send reinforcements home from the crystal and then reinforce different troops. So that's what I did. I pulled a lot of my, well, I pulled all my frigates and also some other troops to try and counter what they were sending at us. I saw they were heavier mages, so I put more mages and cavalry in there. And I took out, you know, the frigates. I took out some of the, I had Reaper Marauders in there. And those are good, but I'd be better off having a T5 troop like mages or samurai or something like that. So I replaced them with different T5 troop that was buffed by all my hero gear and everything. And yeah, so I won this one again. And yeah, and that was pretty much it, guys. So that's battle reports. Use your defender advantage, the defending advantage that you have. Any advantage you have. Use the titles. Use the ability to withdraw troops and reinforce with different troops before that rally hits. You can also even switch out hero gear if you think it'll help you. So enough of the talk. Let's get into this Magitek realm and see what we're up against. Oh, these people are hogging the level 40s. Alright, let's try again. Back to the crystal. Oh, wrong crystal. Surely there's one near the scar here. Oh, here we go, guys. Let's make sure there's stuff in here first. Nice. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and bookmark this. And I'll get my hero ready. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, guys, let's do this. Is that not it? Hmm. $19.27. I must be losing my mind, guys. Must be losing my mind. Forget it. So if we're attacking these guys, usually I go, for the first march, just to be safe, I send about 25,000 siege. And the rest, the Dragoon Raiders, they do more damage than the Reavers. So if you have the option, incoming attack. What does that mean? Very weird. You can... I guess we'll find out shortly how this works. I'm not sure why it showed an incoming attack there. Okay, guys, so I lost 9,434 siege. So in this next attack, that's the amount I'm going to send with my Dragoon Raiders. Wow, we did quite a bit of damage there. Oh, let me see what it dropped. We got Magitek cores and reactants. Interesting, they're doing items obtained here rather than war spoils. That's interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. I guess it's kind of cool. It should be good. Ooh, 4 hours on this one. I'm going to be here all night, guys. These aren't lasting very long. They're not as good as the other level 40s. That's a little bit of a bummer. I was hoping I could use one teleport and stay here for a couple hours, but looks like that's not the case. Oh, it disappears when it's done. Interesting. So there's no hero in this, but they have enough in there that it would still hurt quite a bit to try and take it solo. But with like 2 other people, we could rally and take this if we wanted. Might do that at some point just for fun, but I don't think you get any points for holding the crystal in this realm. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So, you know, maybe it's not worth it. But, yeah, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Dronebee.